Are the gods of all religions just fallen angels? Hey everybody, I'm Dan McClellan. I'm a scholar of the Bible and religion. Let's take a look at a video.
In Christianity, there is a conspiracy theory that suggests that every single god from every single religion are real, and that they are fallen angels, and that they were with Satan when Satan went to war with heaven. And then when Satan was casted out of heaven, the fallen angels went with him, and they're fallen too. And to confuse man, he went to different regions of the world and preached that they were gods. And that's how different religions became a thing.
So I don't think I'd call this a conspiracy theory. This is one of a variety of different ways that early Jewish and early Christian folks made sense of the fact that there were many different traditions around the world as they knew it that worshipped many different deities. In early Jewish literature, which we see in, for instance, Pseudo-Aristeas and elsewhere, there's kind of a syncretism going on where they're asserting that the deities that the Greeks know as Zeus is actually Adonai, the god of Israel. And then there's also a tradition that uses as an interpretive lens the Enochic tradition that we primarily find in First Enoch, but is also found in other Greco-Roman period Jewish apocalyptic literature that reinterprets the story that we see in Genesis 6 about the B'nai Elohim coming down and marrying and having children with human women as a story about angels who rebel and descend to earth intentionally to marry and have children with human women and teach them to do wicked things. So this is the source of evil according to the Enochic tradition. And in First Enoch, the offspring of this union of fallen angels and humans is the giants, and their offspring are the Nephilim. And when the Nephilim die, their spirits become the evil spirits, the demons that go out and inhabit others and wreak havoc on the earth. And we see in places like Justin Martyr's First Apology in a few different chapters, chapter 5, chapter 9, chapter 25, and elsewhere, reference to this idea that the gods of other peoples are actually demons and devils who have fooled them into thinking they are actually deities. So this goes back pretty far and is just one of a few different ways that early Jewish and Christian folks tried to use their scriptural heritage as an interpretive lens for making sense of why the world around them is the way it is, even though those things are not directly addressed within the scriptural texts themselves.
And it also suggests that God gave great powers and abilities to people, and they thought themselves gods. And the reason why people think this theory is for real is because in the Bible, God actually gave people great abilities. Like Moses, he gave him a rod engulfed with his power. He gave Elijah the ability, like a cloak, that was engulfing his power too. So Elijah was able to curse people in the name of God. He also did it with Samson when he gave Samson superhuman strength. He gave Solomon unparalleled wisdom. He gave the apostles so much power. It's not even funny. Most notably, he gave them the power to bring people back to life.
This doesn't strike me as a part of this other theory that goes all the way back to the earliest Christians. They certainly did talk about the traditions of the world distorting and misunderstanding traditions that they knew from the Bible, but I'm unaware of any tradition within early Christianity that viewed folks like Moses and Elijah and Samson as worshipped as deities in other traditions. This sounds like something very different that doesn't really have anything to do with that first tradition that we see manifested in the writings of Justin Martyr, for instance. So I don't know where this creator is going with this other theory. But the fit for this video has been Lobo.